Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Municipality of Monroeville Planning Commission meeting, 2025. Could you please join me with the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence, please? I pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Sharon, could you please take roll call?
Mrs. Montgomery, Mrs. Lawrence,
Here.
Mr. Walker, Mrs. Lewis-Burke. Here. Mr. Siegelson.
Here.
Mrs. Seaman.
Here.
Mr. Pugnell. Mr. Weldon.
Here.
Mr. Meyer.
Here.
Additions or deletions from the minutes from June 18th, the June 18th meeting? Anyone have any changes? Okay. If there's no changes, could I please get a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
Motion.
Second.
All in
Thank you.
favor?
Aye.
All in favor? Aye.
Thank you.
I don't think we have any old business, right?
Correct.
Okay, so we can move on to the new business. And I'm just going to say ahead of time, if anyone is here to speak for this evening, please state your name when you come up to the counter and sign in. Okay, so Paul, if you can please let us know what's all on our application.
Okay, so we have 3 items tonight, and we're going to rearrange things because the first 2 items might take a little bit longer, so we're going to put the Capuccios up first. So their application is 4-SUB, Ronald and Annette Capuccio. Applicant is requesting preliminary and final subdivision approval pursuant to the Monroeville Subdivision and Land Development Ordinance number 2525 to consolidate tax parcel 742C347, which is 0.181 acres, and parcel 742C350, which is 0.117 acres, into one lot with a total lot acreage of 0.29 acres. The property address is 412 Hazelnut Drive in the R2 Single Family Zoning District. And the applicant is here. Would you like to step up and just briefly explain your consolidation?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ron Capuccio, 412 Hazelnut Drive. When I moved here in '98, I bought the property and the adjoining property. They were supposed to consolidate it. They never did. So here I am now, trying to consolidate it. This is the survey that I had done. I think everybody has a copy of it.
Correct.
And I just want to consolidate it.
Can you look at the monitor and slide your plan over so that it's centered on the screen? And then
There you go.
How's that? Perfect. So I wanted to combine these two right there.
Yeah, it's a very simple lot consolidation. He's owned both properties. He's essentially just making that property line disappear so
Okay.
that it's one property.
Okay, that makes sense.
I got.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions up here?
Seems pretty straightforward.
Anyone in the audience here for this same situation? No? Okay. I would like to motion that we approve.
Second.
All those in favor?
Say aye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Thanks.
You too.
See you next month at the council meeting then.
Okay. Surveyor. He wants to take his stuff downtown. Is it okay for him to do this now?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah, after the council meeting, after it gets finally approved, the municipality has to sign off on it, and then we'll give it back to you or your surveyor, and then it goes downtown.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Items, it's the same applicant. One's a site plan application, one's a conditional use application. I'll read them both, and then we'll have the applicant do their presentation. 25-1-ST Sampson Morris Group. This is for proposed sheets. Applicant, Sampson Morris Group, is requesting site plan approval pursuant to Monroeville zoning ordinance number 2779 as amended. to permit the operation of a fuel service and/or charging station. The property address is 4503 Old William Penn Highway and identified as tax parcel 855R302 in the M1 Planned Industrial Zoning District. And the second part of this application is the conditional use application, which is 25-5-C, Sampson Morris Group Sheets. Applicant, Sampson Morris Group, is requesting conditional use approval pursuant to Article 5, Section 5G, fuel service and/or charging station of Monroeville zoning ordinance number 2779, as amended to permit the operation of a fuel service and charging station. The property address is 4503 Old William Penn Highway and identified as tax parcel 855R302 in the M1 Planned Industrial Zoning District. And the applicant is here to give us a presentation.
Fantastic, thank you.
Can I get up?
Oh, no, yes, please.
you very
Please
much.
make sure you sign in too, please.
My name's Jim Rumbaugh with the Sampson Morris Group. I'm just going to take a minute and explain who we are and what we've been doing in Monroeville over the last 75 years. I know some of the people that have been here for a long time. I've had the ability to be able to work with Paul Hugas for some 25 or 30 years. This young man over there, I've had the privilege of working with him in his professional career as a landscape architect and also as municipality, as well as your solicitor, Mr. Ratcher, over the years. Goes back a long time. We actually started, the Sampson Group started in Monroeville some 75 years ago, so a lot of us weren't here 75. I was here. I'm older than everybody else here, but in 1950 or so, he started Garden City and University Park, and he was the gentleman that built, at that time, about 700 homes a year, all the way through for a number of years. After that, in about 1960, he started what was the Monroeville Industrial Park, which is now known as the Monroeville Business Park. One of your fire department headquarters are over at that location, but that's it. It happens to be where our office is. So our office is in the Monroeville Business Park, which is about 1,000 or 1,500 feet away from this site. So we're very, very familiar with the site. We've had the ability to do that. The last single-family residential development that I've done, or that we did, was Haymaker Point, which is the townhouse community on Haymaker Road, just before you dropped onto 130. That was some 20 years ago. But since then, about the last 25 years, we've had the privilege of buying a number of the properties that we own and manage, such as Burnham Woods, the Laval apartment building, Deauville Park Apartments, and Belmont Ridge. So we love Monroeville. We've been here for 75 years. We intend to stay here, so we want quality developments in here just like everybody does. I'm sure you're very familiar with our applicants because they already have, people that we're working with, Sheets. They already have 3 facilities here currently. At the end of the evening, you're able to approve our application and send it on to council so that we can present the same application there. So with me tonight, I didn't know how many people the Planning Commission was going to have, so I always try to have more in numbers than the Planning Commission, so I'm sure we outnumber you tonight. So that's always a goal, but with us, we brought enough people that we'll be able to answer, hopefully, every question that you can think of. I'm going to introduce who I brought with me. Again, I'm Jim Rumbaugh. Brendan Moyer is here with us this evening. He's an asset manager with the Sampson Morris Group. Michael Morris, who's the Chief Executive Officer of the Sampson Morris Group. Bill Siddick is with us, legal counsel with the Sampson Morris Group. He's also was the legal counsel represented GetGo when GetGo came in and made the application of counsel right at catty-corner to this location. Legal counsel for Sheets is Ryan Wotus. The permit manager for Sheets is David Mastro-Stefano. And as our engineers, Gateway Engineers, there's also the same engineering group that submitted the last sheets. You might recognize them when they come up. Jenny McCracken is the traffic engineer, and Jonathan Garczewski is the design engineer and the project manager for this development. So that's who we are. We've been here a long time. We wouldn't bring a plan through if we didn't think it was a great plan for Monroeville. We take great pride in what we've brought over the years. And so I'm going to turn it over right now to legal counsel for Sheets, Ryan Wotus. Thank you very much. Ryan.
Thank you.
Good evening, members of the commission. As Mr. Rumbaugh noted, I'm Ryan Wotus. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Goldberg, Kamen, and Garvin, here on behalf of the applicant and Sheets. As noted, pending before you for consideration and recommendation this evening is a request for site plan approval and conditional use approval. By way of brief background before we get into the plans, just generally speaking about the site, Sheets is seeking to develop the property that's located on the northeast corner of the intersection of Haymaker Road and Old William Penn Highway. The site is comprised of one parcel of ground that is known as 4503 Old William Penn Highway. The site itself is 9.237 acres in total size, and it's located within the M1 planned industrial. The proposed reuse and redevelopment of this site is for what's considered to be a fuel service station, which is a use that's permitted within the M1 as a conditional use. So the applicant is proposing to go ahead and they will demolish the existing improvements that are located on the site and then reconstruct this as a what we consider to be a multifaceted sheet store, which would consist of a convenience store and fueling service station as part of that. One of the things that's important in terms of the design of this, the access and configuration took in multiple aspects of the development, but the most important, or one of the most important, was to provide efficient traffic flow and pedestrian access to this site based upon existing configurations of the public road. Want to note that the project has been reviewed by the municipality, through zoning, stormwater management, traffic, fire truck access, and separately by the Allegheny County Economic Development Office and PennDOT. At this time, based upon the comments that we received, and there has been an initial comment letter resubmission by the applicant, and then we've received additional comment letters. At this point, it's our position that those comments have been addressed, and we've shown compliance with the underlying zoning ordinance with respect to both site plan, and that would be under subdivision ordinance, and then for the conditional use piece under your zoning ordinance. So with that brief background, I'd like to turn it over to Jonathan Garcheski to walk through the proposal.
Yes, absolutely.
Good. Give him a second. He'll find that with the camera.
Please make sure that you sign in. Thanks.
Yeah, I think you guys are over here.
Other one.
That's okay. Either one's fine.
Good, I think we're good, Ryan. You guys over here.
I think you're
Yeah, you're on there also.
All right.
Jenny's the only one that's on there.
Yeah.
All right, good evening. My name is Jonathan Garcheski with Gateway Engineers. Just give you a brief a rundown of the existing conditions of the property, then I'll move into the site plan, and then just basically walk you through that, show you some building elevations, and answer any questions you may have as I go through the presentation. So as Ryan mentioned, the property is located at the northeast corner of the intersection of Haymaker Road and Old William Penn Highway. As you may be aware, there's an existing church on the property located right here, and a largely undeveloped portion of the property to the north and east of William Penn Highway, and that's all heavily wooded with streams and wetland areas. Also on this, you'll see the existing and access points for into the church, located here along Old William Penn Highway and here along Haymaker Road. And there's also an existing gravel lot located to the east of the existing church that is currently being utilized for storage of vehicles or parking for overflow for the church, and was created from some construction activities local to the area. So with that, so I have a site rendering plan. Again, intersection of Haymaker Road and Old William Penn Highway with William Penn along the bottom of the page. Access, so as we're proposing a 6,100 square foot new store that'll be centrally located in the property located right here with 6 multi-pump fuel island dispensers here. Canopy. Access to this facility will be basically utilizing the exact same access along Haymaker Road located right here. That'll be a right-in, right-out access on Haymaker, continuing to function as it does today. The new access along Old William Penn Highway will be shifted slightly east along Old William Penn. The existing access point is located right here with a concrete island currently located in this general location right here. This will be a full access coming into the site with new dedicated left turn lanes coming in here, as well as a new dedicated left turn lane coming westbound on Old William Penn to turn into Old Haymaker Road. Essentially be able to come up into the site and park on 3 sides of the store with ADA parking spaces located right here, as well as right here, which are primary entrances into the new store. Underground storage tanks for the fuel island facility will be right here and located far enough off of the existing property lines to meet all the requirements for the municipal code. Additional overflow parking spaces will be located here on the north end of the site. A trash enclosure will be located right here, and then the dedicated loading space for unloading and loading of the deliveries to the store will be located along this curb line right here. Still maintaining enough width for normal day-to-day traffic operations in the event the truck is parked there during, well, it's a 24/7 facility, so it could be parked there during pedestrian hours. And then stormwater facility will be located in this general location right here and discharging to the existing streams on the property to the north and east of the overall site. We will be proposing some additional sidewalk associated with the development, continuing the existing sidewalk along Haymaker Road, coming across, connecting back towards the properties to the north. And then again, making some connections of the existing sidewalk along Old William Penn and access to the site in this location here. And then continuing the sidewalk along the entrance and down to the eastern property edge along the frontage of the property of Old William Penn. Landscaping and lighting has been proposed and designed in accordance with the municipal regulations. And as Mr. Wodos had mentioned, everything's been designed in accordance with the letters for the municipality. So with that, I'll let you go ahead and take a look at that and ask me any questions you may have related to the site configuration itself.
There's no car wash associated with this sheet, correct?
There's no car wash and there's no drive-through proposed for this facility.
Okay. I guess you just didn't have room for a drive-through.
Yeah, the configuration for the site didn't allow for that to occur, just basically the width of the property, the narrowness.
I think that's a want now, right, for convenience stores, because people don't want to get out of their car. Anyone have questions?
Not really. My only concern was left turns off Haymaker, but you have right there, so that's not going to be, that's
Correct.
the only, I couldn't even see anything else besides that.
Okay, great.
Right. And the turns off of the other road they're great. They've made dedicated lanes, so that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, we think based upon that configuration, it actually vastly improves the safety, between coming out of the site, because previously you also had the offset, which Jonathan had walked through. Having those offsets, entrance and exit, can create conflict. So by realigning, it also creates a better situation there for drivers.
Absolutely. Okay.
The last thing I just wanted to note for the purpose of this evening, we did make a submission going through the criteria under the conditional use portion of the request, and the plan does comply with all of that criteria. I'm happy to walk through it if you guys would like me to, but that submission had been made, and we did receive a clean zoning letter from the municipality with respect to those items.
Okay. Thank you. If no one has any questions, I would like to make a motion to approve the application.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Sharon.
Okay. Thank you for your time this evening. Really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
That was very streamlined and professional.
We try our best. Yep.
Okay.
Well, I think it was done.
Thank you very much. Okay. So if there's no more business at this time, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
There you go.
Second.
Let's take a vote.
Pretty good about
All
yourself.
those in favor?
Going to lunch tomorrow?
Aye.
Yeah. Stop by.
Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Haven't made an appearance in a while.